Alright, I'm going to try this video again. I had a baby crisis and things went terribly awry. Alright, so I'm going to solve simultaneous linear equations algebraically. And here's what you do. You take the two equations and you align them vertically. If anything can cancel out, then you're in great shape. So I'm going to combine these two because I notice I have a negative 3y and a positive 3y, so I know that my y value is going to cancel. So I take 2x and 4x, and I add them, I get 6x. These are going to cancel out. I'm hesitant to draw lines through them because I'm going to need them later on, but I get 2 and 4. Oh, shoot. This is supposed to be 8. It's supposed to be 22. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had 14 there. It's supposed to be 22. And this becomes a 24 when you combine them. And I divide by 6. I get x equals 4. Once you get x equals 4, pick an equation. I'll pick this one. And I say 2 times 4 minus 3y equals 2. I get 8 minus 3y equals 2. I subtract 8 from both sides. I get a negative 3y equals a negative 6. I divide by negative 3, and I get y equals 2. So my solution is 4, 2. And if I plug that into here, 4 times 4 plus 3 times 2, I get 16 plus 6, which is 22, which is great because that's what I wanted. Now, that's a pretty easy one. And I am going fast because I haven't seen my family all day and I'm kind of neglecting them. So if you need to take a look at the video again, please do, and just pause when you need it. Let's take a look at another one. Let's say I have 3x plus y equals 7 and 2x plus 4y equals negative 2. Now what I want you to notice is my x's are all aligned, my y's are all aligned, my equal sign's aligned, and my constants are aligned. But if I add 3 and 2, I get 5, and 1 and 4 is 5, so that's no good. I need one of my variables to go away, so I have to add opposites. What I'm going to do is this. I know that I can make 1y into a negative 4 if I just multiply everything by a negative 4. So I'm going to do that, but I have to distribute. And I get negative 12x minus 4y equals a negative 28. And then I get 2x plus 4y equals negative 2. And now, take a look. I have a negative 4y and a positive 4y. Those are going to cancel. I get a negative 10x equals a negative 30. Divide by negative 10. I get x equals 3. So I solve for my variable, and then I plug in to find the other variable. And then you should always check. So let's see. I have x equals 3, so I'm going to say 2 times 3 plus 4y equals negative 2. 6 plus 4y equals negative 2. Subtract 6, I get 4y equals negative 8. Divide by 4, and y equals a negative 2. So my solution is 3, negative 2. And now I'm going to just check. And I don't even care how you check, to be honest with you. I just want you to check. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 2 is 7. So I've done it right. Hip hip hooray. Alright. Now, I'm going to do one last one. And like I said, I know I'm going fast, and I do apologize. And I know that my notes aren't all that great. No, actually, I don't really apologize. But I do know that my notes aren't all that great. So you're going to have to, take some responsibility on this one. So let's say I had something like this. 2x minus 3y equals 1. And 3x plus 5y equals 11. Alright, now, because I want to just make sure that we get the full effect. 2 and 3 is 5, and negative 3 and 5 is 2, so I need to get rid of one of my variables. The problem is I can't make a 2 into a 3, nor can I make a 3 into a 2. I can't make a 3 into a 5, and I can't make a 5 into a 3. But what I can do is I can make 2 and 3 I can both make into a 6. So I'm going to multiply both equations. Now let's say I need one of them to be positive and one to be negative. I'm going to make this into my negative 6. I'm going to make this into my positive 6. So now I distribute. I get, let's see, what are we going to get when we distribute? I'm going to get a negative 6x plus a 9y equals a negative 3. And here, I'm going to get positive 6x plus 10y equals 22. These cancel out, and I'm left with 19y equals 19 divided by 19. I get y equals 1. So now I'm going to take one of the equations. I'll say 2x minus 3 times 1 equals 1, because remember, my y equals 1. I'm working with this equation here. And I get 2x minus 3 equals 1. Add 3 to both sides. I get 2x equals 4. Divide by 2. X equals 2. So my solution set is 2, 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 plus 5 equals 11. And that's it. I would like to go and talk about, well, I have some time. I'm going to show you something. I'm not sure if this question is actually going to work out, but I do want you to see it. Well, actually, it will work out. Let's say I had some animals, and I had some chickens and goats, and altogether I have 12 animals, and and altogether I know that between the 12 animals there are 38 legs. So here's what you do. If you want to figure out how many goats and how many chickens you have, you say, alright, I'm going to look at the legs first. For every chicken, there's 2 legs. So I'm going to say 2 times the number of chickens. And for every goat, there's 4 legs. And I know that altogether I have 38 legs. And now I'm going to look at the animals. I have chickens, and I have goats, and I have 12 animals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure this out, and what I need to do is I need to get rid of one of my variables. So I'm going to get rid of the c. It doesn't actually make a difference. So what I'm going to do is I need this to become a negative 2c, so I'm going to multiply this group by negative 2. And when I do that, I get 2c plus 4g equals 38. And then I get negative 2c minus 2g equals a negative 24. I'm going to combine like terms. Those go away. And I'm left with 2g equals 14. Divide by 2, and I get 7 goats. Well, that's the easiest thing to do is plug into this one. I say c plus goats. Well, I know I have 7 of them, equals 12. I have 5 chickens. So it's 5, 7. 2 times 5 is 10. And 4 times 7 is 28. 10 plus 28 equals 38. So it checks. Alright, hope you like that example. Sometimes we talk about going to a theater, and you'll have children's price tickets, and you'll have adult price tickets, and then you'll have the number of people. If you do that, you just have to think money and people. So maybe $2.50 for a child and $5 for adults, and you may have brought in $80. I'm just making this up off the top of my head. And then you'll say the children plus the adults equals however many. Let's say it was like, I don't even know, 12. And you could see if that works. I'm not sure if it does, but I just wanted to get that idea down. All right, good luck.